Hello Magic fans, I'm Beef and welcome back to another standard gameplay video, and today we are delving back into one of my favourite archetypes in the entire Magic. +1/+1 counters, primarily Selesnya counters, which is green and white. And we've only got one new card in Tarkir Dragonstorm to look at, but it is a very powerful card, and that card is Warden of the Grove. It's a 3-mana 2/2 Hydra. It says at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, and then whenever another non-token creature you control enters, it endures X, where X is the number of counters on this creature. And endures means you either put a number of +1/+1 counters on the creature according to X, or you create a spirit which has XX toughness and power. So we basically go high or wide. And often we probably want to go wide with this, but we may also just want to go high. In the case of Dust Legion Duelist, we draw a card whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on it. So if we obviously have the Warden out and we play a Duelist, we can put the counters on it and immediately draw a card. And also with Botanical Brawler, a 2-mana 0/0 trample, it enters with 2 +1/+1 counters on it, and then whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on another permanent we control, if it's the first time a +1/+1 counter has been put on that permanent this turn, we put a +1/+1 counter on the Brawler itself. So if we have a Brawler out, we may want to put a counter with Endure on one of our other creatures to grow the Brawler. And this is Brawler's basically our main finisher because it's the only creature we trample, and it can get very, very big. Now, rounding out the deck, we do have some old favourites as well. District Mascot for Mythodrift, 1-mana 0/0, enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. When it attacks while saddled, we put another counter on it, and we can pay 2 to remove 2 +1/+1 counters on it to destroy target artifact. It's annoying that it's not artifact or enchantment, but oh well. But good against the Kori Steel Cutter, because that is a artifact. Then Bulwark Ox. I don't think we played in the last version we played in Mythodrift, but a 2-mana 2/2. When it attacks while saddled, we put a +1/+1 counter on the target creature. So unlike the mascot, it's not itself. It can be any creature. And we can sack it. Creatures we control with counters on them gain hexproof and indestructible to end of turn. Then we have Innkeeper's Talent, just a very well-known, very powerful card. Ozolith doubles up the amount of, increases the amount of +1/+1 counters we put on a creature by 1. Scavenger News as well, are very good in the meta as well against the Omniscience Graveyard decks, although I didn't actually play against any. 2-mana 2/2, we can pay green and exile target card from the graveyard. If it's a creature card, put a +1/+1 counter on the ooze and we gain 1 life. And also that's a way to put a counter on a creature in our opponent's turn to trigger Botanical Brawler outside of our turn. And then Ordinary Tumblewag, 3-mana 2/2, begin of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Whenever this creature attacks while saddle, double the number of +1/+1 counters on target creature. So the synergy with Warden of the Grove is really powerful, because if we create a spirit token, we can immediately saddle one of our many mounts, Tumblewag, Bulwark Ox, or District Mascot, without tapping our main creatures. We can basically put loads of counters on various things, to then put counters on the Brawler, draw cards with the Duelist by putting counters on them, and then attacking double the amount of counters on a Brawler or Warden of the Grove to then get even bigger Endure triggers and attack with a 15/15 Trampling Brawler, things like that. It's very, very, very powerful, and if we can fully level up a talent, it just gets absolutely bonkers. We also do have 4 copies of Bushwhack. We can search for a library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into a hand, then shuffle, or target creature we control fights target creature we don't control. It is our only removal. I think I've said it before, but I really don't understand why Botanical Brawler doesn't have a fight trigger on it. Brawler is a fighter, but oh well. Mana base, we have 22 lands because we have a reasonably low curve, and because of a draw from a Duelist and the land finding ability from Bushwhack, I think that's fine. Often we may Bushwhack turn 1 or 2 to find our 3rd land, but then we're golden. We do have 2 copies of Calling Barons, which we can pay for and put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Then you have it become a 0/0 elemental creature to end of turn. It's their land. So first time we do it, it'll be a 2/2, then 4/4, and so on and so forth. So the Botanical Brawler triggers off counters on any permanent we control. So it will trigger from putting counters on the Barons, but it won't trigger Ozolith, because Ozolith is only artifacts and creatures, and the time you put the counters on it, it won't be a creature, it will still be a land. So that's the deck. I love +1/+1 counters. I think that and Life Gain are 2 of my favourite archetypes. So I really like this, and even though we've only got 1 new card in Tarkir Dragonstorm, it is a very powerful +1/+1 counter synergy card, and it helps you go wide or massive. Before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to my 2 Planeswalker tier patrons, Mihal and Arcadius. Thank you very much for your support. And everyone else, Pardon me. Everyone else, I am trying to grow a channel, so if you can, please remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down in the description about what you like, what you don't like, what I've done right, what I've done wrong, and have a look at my Patreon. And if that is something you're interested in doing, I would really appreciate the extra support. But in the meantime, I'll see you all in the gameplay. We go first. An okay hand. Hopefully our duelist can survive. Scavenger ooze might be useful if they are omniscients. In that case, I'll play out a Warden of the Grove. And probably get it removed as well. Well, let's get down a duelist. We'll put a can on it to draw. And let's create a token. Well, let's get down the Brawler. Well, they can double block or just jump. Oh, they do double block. Let's hope they don't have a sweeper. Full size Overlord. Well, let's saddle the Tumblewag. We'll double the amount of counters on the Brawler. Well, let's just level this up. And we can grow the Scavenger ooze a bit. Assuming they don't have a sweeper. Oh, they are just a domain deck. It's weird, we don't see that often anymore. Oh, it's But I don't think there's going to be enough. Let's get our Legion to explore. Oh no, we don't have the mana for that. We'll grow our ooze and our brawler. But yeah, that's lethal. They can block 4 damage from the brawler, but that still gets in for I think 12 when we put a counter on it. And then we have obviously the duelist and the scavenger ooze. We go first. We can Ozolith. Turn 2. And hope we, well, a third land would be nice. Oh, there's a third land. So let us get down Warden. I'm going to get down a talent and give our thing ward. Oh, there, a discover deck. Let us create a big token. Let's get the blocker out of the way. For you, and then you. And we have a pretty beefy board. Well, that's pretty cool. We have a 10-10. Let's saddle. One on you, one on you, one on you. And let's double the counters on the Tumblewag. Obviously you have to block everything. They do gain 4, unfortunately. They need a sweep up, which they don't have. We go first. Do need a third land. Obviously more creatures. For the Warden. We will not block. Let's get him for 1 with a little pop. Yes, that is just a show off. So we are going to be in a race. I'm not going to saddle because I think having it was going to be a 4-4 on defence will be quite good. Question is, how much damage can they do? I'm just going to shock our mascot. No, they're going to go face. Stop with lands now, please. Well, I think we do have to race. Let's create a 2-2. We have lethal next turn. But they have lethal this turn. Well, mascot into Ozolith, into Innkeeper's Talent. Is pretty good. We're on the draw. But growing the duelist to draw cards. It's got vigilance as well. It's pretty powerful. Oh. Is that a ruckus? Yeah. We're probably just too slow then. Another ruckus? Let's get in for one. Oh. Not what I really expected to see. It's got menace, so I can't block it. Oh, they whiffed. Still can't block it. Well. They're down at 8, and we can bushwhack their warmonger. They do get a draw too, though. That's not going to be enough, though. Yeah. Julius goes up to a 10-10. The Brawler goes up to a 9-9. And yeah, even if... Well, they would have to block the Brawler with the Hellkite and then block the Stinger back Terror with the Duelist. They could have survived. Our opponent goes first, but we've got a decent hand. Tumblewag's a very good draw. We'll probably get out the Brawler. Well, that's less ideal. Because now we can't even saddle it and attack through the Curator. They have a very good curve as well. Well, let's get out the Tumblewag. Let's saddle the mascot. No, saddle you. And we'll put a counter on the Tumblewag, which grows the Brawler, and then we'll attack in, which grows the Brawler as well. I'd like a land, so we can Ozolith and Innkeeper's Talent. Ooh, a Knight Errant. They just hit another poor patch. Well, there is the land. That's what we wanted to see. We will Ozolith and Talent. And we will saddle the mascot. Oh, sorry, the Tumblewag. We'll double up the counters on the Brawler. And I believe we just have lethal. We have 23 coming in and they can block 5 of it. Yeah, and because 17 of that's trample. If they block 5, that takes them down to 1. Tumblewag kills them. Well, this is an okay hand. No 1-drop. And I don't think we need to fetch a land with Bushwhack. They have a lightning helix. Oh, Wizard reinforcements. Gleeful Demolition? No, not yet. Let's Warden. We won't attack yet. More Resolute reinforcements. They're going and digging. I would like more creatures and less lands. Well, Tumblewag is always good. Let's create a... Let's just go wide. Put a counter on. So Brawler grows. And I think we wait to bushwhack a potential Knight Errant. They have a lot of creatures. Well, that's going to be a problem. We just need to go as wide as possible. I don't even have any creatures in the graveyard. Come on down, recruiter. Yeah, we really need lands. Creatures. That's not it. Let's see if we can hit a creature. We will counter on Duelist. See if what we draw. Maybe they're hoping for a land. Wow, okay. Three, 6, 7. Well, probably going to regret this. They are down to 1. Wow, that was smart. We go first with a pretty decent hand. No one drop though. Or hold up Bushwhack for a removal spell. Frogs. We'll probably play out of a talent now, because then we can Bushwhack probably the Might Caller. Unless they have another one drop. Okay, that's troublesome. Well, let's power Tumblewag then. Grow and draw with the duelist. Well, let's get down a talent. That being 4 power is so annoying now. Let's take out the Warden Guard. Hit him for 4. I think we are in trouble. Yeah, we are cooked. Oh, no green mana. That's a problem. Put back one of the duelists. Saddle the brawler, saddle the dog with the brawler. Next turn, we most likely Bushwhack to get a forest. Do you have a cut down? Go for the throat. Oh, virtue. They're back up to 20. Okay. Let's do the same thing. Well, let us Ozolith. And let us... And I think we do saddle with the duelist and get in, because yeah, they might block, but it does kill their preach up. Yeah, they do. Well, that's kind of annoying. I mean, they take bushwhack otherwise, unless they can remove the duelist or have another bat. I don't think Mono Black has many ways to take out artifacts, or in fact any. We need a creature. We need our opponent to hurry up as well. Well, at least we got a land on the top of our library. Let's just grow it. Them drawing 2 a turn means they're going to get to virtue pretty quickly. There's Aqueducts. We're looking at a library of a graveyard. Let's give our creature walled. They gain 4, but we do 5 to them. They can get down the virtue. Great. Because of trample, we only have to sacrifice 5 things. But yeah, it's all or nothing now. I don't think you can fall to lose 3 life. And yeah, they just scoop it up. Hello Magic fans, and welcome back to a very quick wrap up. So yeah, I really do like this deck. It is very powerful. Warden of the Grove is a great addition to the counter archetype, and I think probably one that's going to get used going forward. I would wish there were more one drop with counter synergies. I don't think Star Pupil is in standard anymore. It was in Strixhaven. No. Basically, it's just similar to Mascot 1 mana 0/0, and there's playable 1+1/+1 counter on it. But I think when it dies, you put the counters on something else. But yeah, like the synergies between Ozolith and Warden of the Grove, and then getting out a big Spirit or being able to draw huge is really powerful. And also in 2 colours, which is also really powerful because the amount of 3-colour decks and 3-colour mana games are kind of wonky. As a creature deck, it does suffer. It's not an aggro deck, and each can suffer from flooding out because you basically need creatures to trigger your other creatures. Having a lonely ordinary Tumblewag on the battlefield is going to do something, but you need other things to play on. If your opponent just removes everything and you just draw a few lands, you are screwed. But that's the same for every deck pretty much. Everything dies through everything. But yeah, I really enjoy it. Hope you all enjoy it too. If you do, please remember to like and subscribe. As I said in the deck tech, please remember to comment about what you liked, what you don't like, what I did right, what I did wrong, what you would like to see going forward, and please have a look at my Patreon if you want to support the channel further. Speaking of patrons, just a shout out to Thomas, my creature level Patreon. So thank you very much for your support, and I'll see you all in the next video.